wanna rock. Sorry, I just had to check my communication. With the body rock. Yeah, with the body rock. Yeah. So, I am cruising. It is a wonderful 82 degrees, so it's a little humid. Finally got my sleeves off of my leather. So, I'm, you know, I learned I'm an at-gat guy, all the gear all the time, but maybe I'm not. So I took the sleeves off just because it's hot. It's cool enough when you're moving. I could actually have the sleeves on, but I gotta tell you, man, it feels great to have the sleeves off. I got the vents open on the leather. So yeah. But you know, I got jeans, I got my boots, got my helmet, so I'll roll. People are dumb, man. Like, people are willing to pull out onto a road where cars could be going 45 miles an hour without being able to see if anyone's coming. It's like, it doesn't matter if it just happened back there. It doesn't matter if somebody's turning into a gas station. It doesn't mean you could turn out in front of them. That person turning into a gas station or any other right turn is gonna be, they're gonna clear the road in, you know, what, a second or two. And that other car is still coming at 45, 50 miles an hour, behind whoever's behind them. And you have to assume there's someone behind them just because you can't see them. That includes motorcycles, cars, anybody. You got to assume there's someone behind them. So it blows my mind, you know, in just 6 months of riding, I had probably 3-4 close calls. And, you know, I saw them coming. I'm just saying that they're idiot decisions of driving negligence that could have been avoided, and it was all because some moron. So all those were because somebody went out without knowing what was behind the car that was turning. 2 out of 4, it was from somebody pulling out on a high-speed road from a stop, turning right. You know, it takes them 7-8 seconds to accelerate, and they didn't even know who was coming behind them. So I don't get it, man. If you can't see what's coming, like, why in the hell would you pull out? It could be a Mack truck. I mean, granted, you'd probably see that, but I don't get it. People are just, you know, oh, this guy's turning, I'll just pull out in front of him. He's blocking traffic. Yeah, for 1 second. It takes you 8 to 10 seconds to get up to speed. There's probably somebody barreling down at 50 miles an hour. It could be a motorcycle, and then you're gonna kill the guy. Think, people. Another common one was already talked about by either Bike and Bird or Blockhead. Talked about the same thing. Another common one that I see a lot too. So you're waiting in line to turn right onto a road. As soon as there's one car in front of you, and as soon as that car goes or looks like they're gonna go, you stop looking ahead of you, which is the most important thing, the only thing you should really worry about, and you start looking instead to the left to see if you can go. And as soon as it's clear, you start to go, or maybe even floor it before looking first if there's anyone in front of you, which again is all that matters. I think everyone's guilty of doing that at least once. It's a very common accident. So what happens is you think the guy in front of you went, they didn't actually go. You're looking to your left, you floor it or start to go. The guy didn't leave, so you hit him. Sounds dumb as hell, but it's very common. We've all done it. I did it. I almost hit a kid. So even though the car in front of me did actually leave, a kid crossed in front of the sidewalk on a bike, so I didn't see him because he was behind cover. And then when I went to go, I started to move because the left was clear before looking ahead of me or to the right where my car was going. Now I saw him within a second, but still could have been very bad for me and him. Anyhow, I'm real excited to be out here. I think I say that every video because, guys, I spent 6 months trying every combination, 4+ different microphones in 20 different configs on each one, mic placement, tape cover, settings on the GoPro, buying the external GoPro piece of crap, USB adapter thing. Buying a Tascam TR05 because it was $100 and that was cheaper than a Sena or Cena, you know, wireless setup, which they're supposed to have great mics, but I didn't have that kind of money. Still don't. Rather buy some of my other higher priority items, which is some kind of exhaust. I was going to get something like short shots, but then I really need a tuner, which is another $400. So you're looking at $450 for the pipes, $400 or at least $350 for the tuner, and now I'm at like $900. Or for about $260 on sale, I could get, and what I'm gonna get is slip-ons, Vance and Hines short or straight shots, I think they're called. 72. Do I want 72? Yeah, why not? I'll take some 72 action to the Jackson. It's because it's a one-way under construction zone. I think I forget this every single time. Oh man, it's a nice boat. Good weekend to go out on it too. So as I mentioned in the last video, I'm getting used to my bike, which feels completely different after they did the 1,000-mile maintenance. And again, not in a bad way. It feels great, guys. It's easier to shift up. I think it's easier to shift down too, but I'm just getting used to it. So there's a lot more, I have to let the clutch out quite a bit more for it to engage. Noticeably more, I should say. It's not like it's a fucking foot farther, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful day. It's the end of May, the start of Memorial Day weekend. I actually still gotta work. I'm sure many of you do also. I worked all day 7 till 5:30. I gotta wait on something to finish, and then I can go back to work. Not that I want to, but I have to. I said I'd have this couple items done today. They're not done yet. Man, I hate riding this close to people. I mean, we're going 10, 15 under. I didn't really want to slow down. So, yeah, avoid Higgins. Note to self, avoid Higgins near Big Timber because it's one way at a time, I should say. All right. Any of you guys know the area, let me know, give a shout out. Oh, this might be a Ferrari or a Corvette. I mix them up all the time now. Corvette. Yeah, from far away, those new Corvettes look a little bit like a Ferrari when you can't tell. I mean, obviously, as it gets closer, you can totally tell. But I've mistaken them for Ferraris a few times now, and I'm usually really good at identifying a car, even just by the headlights. So I know after calling that a Ferrari, you guys are gonna beg to differ. All right, it's a tunnel. You know what you got to do, man. I did that in my Mustang too. You just can't help it. So yeah, what I'd rather do with that $900, not that I have 900, but so what I'd rather do with that $400 tuner money, like I was talking about, is I'm gonna get the 260 or yeah, I think I saw them on sale, 260 for the Vance and Hines straight shots, slip-ons, slap on those on this bad boy. So we're out here in corn country, just chilling. So yeah, I don't even get to finish that sentence. So 260 slip-ons, I'm gonna get them. I don't need a tune for those. I know it'll help, but it could help on a stock bike too. So I'm not changing the fuel mixture, air mixture. I don't think that much with slip-ons. I mean, everyone from what I read says it's okay to not tune with just slip-ons. So and trust me, that tuner's coming next. But what I want to do is the slip-ons. It would be cool to get some like highway pegs down here, man. I don't know. My buddy who's been riding a long time said, hey, you don't need forward controls really. You can wait on those, or just like he likes having being able to stand up on the pegs, or not that you stand, but he likes being able to lift his weight and everything on the pegs for bumps, have more maneuverability. He feels like he's not nearly as tall as I am though, so I'm 6'2", he's 5 something, so I have an issue with my knees being at a greater than 90-degree angle from sitting on these pegs, but I see what he means. I feel I've never been uncomfortable with the mid controls, but I could totally use some forwards. But he said, hey, don't spend the money and all that, at least not yet. Just get highway pegs, you know, or mustache bar highway pegs. But I want to keep this a little bit bobber. Like, I haven't decided yet. The plan was to keep this kind of bobber instead of converting it to like a half bagger, you know. Ooh, it's some bumpy but we'll see. You know, I don't, because I want to, you know, it kind of sucks not having luggage, and I don't like wearing a backpack, so I'll probably put some kind of bags on it, or at least, so I haven't decided. I was going to get a solo bag, so I'll just go through my list. 150 bucks, I can get a solo bag. Some even have like extra fuel bottle, spare fuel bottle you can throw in there. The only thing with that, I think it's kind of a pain, is you got to remember to just cycle it out, add it to your tank, and get new gas every time. I guess it's just something you do at the gas station. You dump it in your tank, fill up the bottle, then fill up the rest of your tank. That's what I would do if I had that spare fuel bottle. But so then, I'm kind of scoping this road out for a little ways, because I want to take perhaps a road trip on this weekend. So that guy nodded because he's approaching an intersection. I wouldn't take my hands off the controls either. I don't blame him at all, man. You wave if you can, and if you can't, no biggie. So yeah, we just keep sandbagging on this road. He's got a bike probably in that trailer. That'd be awesome to get a trailer to like $2,000, I think. Even for some of the open ones, I think the closed ones are $4,000. So it's not worth it, but I'd love to haul my bike out like somewhere far where I could bring a bunch of shit, like my camera gear, drone, like a bunch of shit, and then go camping, sleep in the Jeep or something. What's this guy waiting for? The guy just like, I don't know what he was doing. He's turning, he's got all the room in the world, and he like almost came to a complete stop on this road before turning. It's like, dude, turn. I guess what my point is instead of the tuner, which I don't really need if I'm getting the slip-ons, I could wait on it. God, it's bumpy as is. I was gonna get a bunch of smaller more bang for your buck kind of thing. So like highway pegs. Sorry, you're gonna hear it in my voice. I'm hitting bump after bump. Bump after bump. It's called Illinois roads, in case you're wondering. That's what they're called. Oh my gosh, bumps and people stopping and turning and low-flying birds and shit. What the f is going on today? Oh man. So I had a real rough day. I needed to get out and ride. I figured I'd take you guys along with me. Honestly, I just wanted to hop on the bike and go, but I was like, you know what? I'll spend an extra 5 minutes getting my camera and the mic and hooking that all up, because, you know, then I got material, and I always regret it later that I didn't have some footage that I could start working on. What sucks is these first few videos are gonna be, they're gonna kind of be shelved for a little while, because I'm editing them up, getting them all ready, except for, oh man, look at all that dust up ahead. Farm dust. It's probably pig farm dust. Alright, well, hold your breath, guys. I'm going through it, man. And beginning now. Oh, it cleared pretty fast, actually. Oh. So yeah, this is nice out here, man. There is no one on the road. I'm on 72 west 47, driving, man. I mean, riding. Just riding. Speed limit's 55. I'm going 60. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty decent. It seems like all the other tests were good, even at high speed, so I'm pretty happy. The other thing is my ass. Like, if there are more comfy seats out there, and you guys know the stock seat on a 2017 Dyna, I could look it up. It's a solo seat, but I'm looking for something more comfortable for, you know, 4+ hours on the seat, because my ass on this seat after a few hours is like, damn. So there's that. I wish there's no one behind me. I like to just not think about except what's in front of me, you know. I mean, you gotta always look behind you, but when I know someone's behind me, it's like I check even more often. Let's see if I can get through this list. Highway pegs, maybe some kind of throttle, you know, cruise control, like a manual cruise control, throttle freeze, or whatever they call that. A couple of versions. Those are inexpensive. A helmet lock. I wear my helmet everywhere. Yeah, it has a mic in it, but I don't think anyone's going to steal it for a $10 microphone. They'd steal it for the helmet. I'll take the GoPro off. I hate carrying it around. You know, it's one thing putting the GoPro in a little bag, like a sling bag or something, or if I get lockable bags on the bike, but it's a whole nother thing when you gotta, oh, you know what? I think I turned left here at some point. No wind farm. Oh, wow. So maybe they're putting a wind farm out here, huh? That would be lame. I think they're ugly as fuck, honestly, but I used to work at nuclear plants, and they put out so much more power, and the impact on the environment, believe it or not, is small compared to manufacturing all that steel for a wind farm. Wind farms don't put out much, okay? They put out very little. They take up a shit ton of land, and if you look at the hours and everything required to maintain them, produce them, you know, per megawatt, it's not worth it. And you lose all that land, and they only work 20% of the time, which is the average amount of time there's enough wind to turn them and make energy. When there's not, they actually have to run them. That's what they don't tell you. They actually have to run them using energy. It's usually just for maintenance reasons. They have to keep running them when there's no wind, so they take up energy. So they sound nice, but if you research them, not a great replacement for sustainable energy. I mean, you're better off with, I don't know, I was going to say geothermal stuff, but like for pure megawatts, just do the nuke plants, man. Like, I don't know, I'm all for them. I don't want to get in any kind of arguments like that, though, because I know there's a lot of people have their opinions, and mine sucks just like everyone else, so there's really no reason to discuss it. So where am I exactly? Genoa? I'm on 72. Did I miss a turn? Alright, see you guys later.